everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. So today is on the glass table, lampworking day, flame working, whatever you want to call it, where I'm over here on the torch. And this is a little bit different than you'll see in the video. This has changed. My torch head and position of it is up on the table instead of back here in my way. I now have a place to put my arms and rest my arms. Hopefully that will assist in relieving some back pain. But at any rate, today's video, we are going to be having fun and we are making some candies. So I have a couple of different ones that I've made recently, and I'll show you both. This one I've turned into a stitch marker. So here's another one. This is actually the one that you see me making in the video, this one right here. So I will do my best to show you along the way. Now I have a few others here that I've made this same session as well. They are not in the video, but during my lampworking day, I also made those as well. So that was fun. Cute penguin and a little, you know, the red nose deer and, you know, that frosted guy. Yeah, those were fun to make. All right, everyone. So I will try to do my best to explain a little bit as I'm making it. I've seen this done in a tutorial by my friend Robin over at Scottwood Research, and I'll link her channel down below. She's amazing. And so I kind of, you know, I watched her video, and then that was like a month ago. And then I was like, you know what? I can make those candies for Christmas. So that's what I did. So thank you, Robin, for your awesome tutorial. And yeah, mine's not a tutorial. This is just a journey of mine in lamp working. I am learning as I go, and I'm bringing you along with me. So this is how I made the candies. I hope you enjoy. All right, so here we go. We're going to heat up the white and start building our footprint for the bead, which in this case is a candy wrapped candy bead. Now everything is pretty much 2 times the speed, or maybe even a little bit faster. This did take a little bit of time to accomplish. So I'm just putting wraps of white on there and building up quite a bit of glass, because these candies and other types of designs like this, they use quite a bit of glass. All right, so now I'm just going to melt that down and give it a good squish. Now I'm going to use my butter knife and kind of give it a little bit more shaping. So let's get it more candy looking if we can. Shaping on the marver. All right, so I noticed that I need to add a little bit more white in a spot to build up a area. So I'm heating the white glass back up a little bit, and I'm just going to add a little bit extra on that edge. There we go. Now we'll go back to shaping it and melting it in, getting it pretty symmetrical and balanced on both sides. It's not always easy to do that. I was just doing some shaping there for a moment off camera. Lots of shaping. All right, we're getting real close here and about ready to start adding some design to it. Get those candy stripes in there. I'm excited for this. So what I have is some red stringers that I previously pulled off to the side here. Now I'm just going to place, starting in the center on one side and wrapping it around. And basically what I'm doing is drawing with it. I'm trying to do the best that I can to draw as straight a lines as possible. But it's not always easy because that oxygen does kind of blow it a little bit as you're trying to place it. And it's like, no. So, yeah, I tried my best to get the lines as accurate as possible. But, you know, it's handcrafted. I'm not a machine and I'm doing it freehand. There we go. This was fun to make. It really was a lot of fun. So now I'm going to overall give it a good heat all the way around and try to melt those down in. And then I'm going to concentrate on the center where all of them come together. And I'm going to insert my rod, twist, twist, twist. And then I'm going to break it off. There we are. So a little bit of that red is down into the center. Now, same thing on the other side. Stick it in, twist, 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 twist. And now we're going to heat that in, melt it all in. Nope, I wasn't happy with the twisting. So I added more twist and a little bit more glass there. There we go. Now we're going to heat it up and get it all nice and shaped again. Now we're going to add the wrapper. Let's add that clear. The clear is always loads of fun to do. I laugh because it takes forever for that glass rod to get hot enough to put onto this candy. Now, if I was using a outside source of propane and oxygen, two separate tanks, it would probably most definitely go a lot faster for heating up that rod of clear or anything for that matter. But I am working off of small tanks that is compressed propane oxygen called Map Pro. So it's a little different than working with a bigger setup. Takes a little longer. In the long run, I don't think it's very affordable to continue because I go through approximately 8 tanks in a week. And each tank is right at around $14. So I think eventually I'm going to have to get set up with some oxygen and propane from outside the house in order to do this. It is so much fun. I really, really have enjoyed this. I'm glad that some of you have been enjoying this as well. So I'm just wrapping clear around that candy, getting that completely encased. Or wrapped, should I say. Now I'm going to melt that all in. Get back to the shaping. And then we will put the little tabs on each side. Those were really fun to make. There we go. Give it a little squash. And get those edges back under control there. All right, let's begin those little tabs on each side, the twisted section. Gonna get quite a bit of glass there. The glass rods are cold, and it's cold in this room, so it can cause them to be shocky. There was a crack that formed up a little bit, so I'm trying to heat up to that point so that way it melts in and doesn't fall off onto my work. Especially here, if I was still wrapping the candy with it, it wouldn't be that big a deal. But I do not want to have to be pulling it off of the end here. So I'm just adding some glass on each side so that way I have something to work with. Now I'm going to use the mashers and mash each side flat. And use my curved tweezers to kind of give little pulls and twists to give it that crinkled look. Now work on the other side, trying to keep the bead warm as well because I don't want it to crack on me while I'm actually working on it because it got too cold in the center and I hit it with some heat. Now let's work on that other side and get it crinkled looking. At this present moment, I would have to say this was one of my favorite projects that I did. I wasn't happy with that one, so I decided to redo it. Now I'm just squeezing where you would twist the plastic wrapper on each side. I'm just kind of squeezing it together so that way it's kind of similar to an actual candy in a wrapper. And every time you're heating this up, it's so thin that it's changing as you're working on it. All right, everyone. So here it is, the overall. I want to thank each and every one of you. Be blessed and be a blessing.